Hello, here we are again with Mookie Tenembaum. We are exploring his disillusionist philosophy through these videos, his nostalgic theory about human behavior as aversion to suffering. And as many of you already know, month after month for over 2 years now, we've been trying to illustrate this rather abstract concepts with facts from everyday life. We've covered the news many times in order to find suitable examples to introduce disillusionism. We've covered the pandemic, the war in the Ukraine, and we've also tried to analyze practical aspects of daily life from a philosophical point of view. And today we are going to do just that. We are going to look into what we do when we keep secrets, when we reveal secrets, which is something all of us do at different levels of complexity in every day in our lives. But we're going to try and look at secrets from a disillusionist point of view to see what this tells us about what we do and about the philosophy, of course.
Well, first of all, let's get into the etymology of the word secret. And for this, Florencio, you're better than me.
I'm not sure about that, but we've been reading about it before we got into doing the video. We usually do
That's
that.
a secret.
Sorry,
secret.
I revealed the secret.
You just told them, reveal them.
The kitchen, the backstage. No one's supposed to know. It's interesting because when we use the word secret, maybe we don't realize it, but it's a Latin word, and the Latin root of the word, which is the Latin root of the verb to secret, is to set aside. It's just that when we keep a secret, what we are doing is setting something aside. Of course, it's usually setting information aside to the exclusion of others. But it's just this simple idea of setting things aside that is behind everything we call a secret.
Well, let's first of all put secret in the inside of the disillusionist view, the nostalgic view, and I will begin with explaining and to re-explain to somebody who hasn't know that sleepwalking. What do we mean by sleepwalking? First of all, 7 hours a night, give or take an hour, we sleep. The rest of the time, 95% of the rest of the day, we sleepwalk. What I mean sleepwalk is not we really sleepwalk, of course, but we just run one habit after the other, really without thinking, without waking up. It's almost always in one line. Sometimes you will waking up because a car is passing too close to where you're passing, or the traffic light doesn't change lights. I don't know, whatever it is that will wake you up. Then you take a different path. Maybe you cross the street somewhere else, and that's it. And you go back to sleepwalk. Waking up from sleepwalking, it normally has to do with bad news. If my leg hurts, I wake up. Yes. If somebody they tell me that something happened in my business, and the problem I have to solve, I woke up. So mostly you wake up to suffering. That reinforces our tendency to sleepwalk. We don't want to suffer. This is the whole idea. The aversion to suffering, misalgia, is that what we do. It is how we behave. The path is the result of all those sufferings that have changed the different way we sleepwalk. So once to be woken up is not something good. In general, I don't wake up you don't wake up me, and we both sleepwalk, and it's fine. But if somebody calls you and says, hey, I have a secret to tell you. There is a secret you should know. At that moment, that waking up in general is good news. You're going to be the person of confidence. You're going to know something you don't. Your curiosity is going to be woken up. And once the emotion called curiosity is out there, you're waking up to something normally good. Okay? Again, this is the exception. So telling a secret is a nice way to wake up somebody. It's like, you're sleeping. It's not the same somebody throws on you a glass of water to wake you up. It would be one way, or hit you, or shout at you, or somebody will come and say, would you please wake up? it's about the same, but it's in sleepwalk. And the way to do it is telling a secret. But this is the norm. What is the exceptions? When I wake up, when I tell a secret, I'm already awake. If I tell it to you, I'm waking you up. Both sides are what we call in an intentional mode. Both sides are now awake. Now, does this happen always? No, absolutely not. When you go to a lawyer and you tell him the secret, most of the secrets, the great majority of them, will be nothing to him. He won't be. That's his job. The same with the doctor. The same with the psychiatrist, and even the same with the clergyman. Again, with the clergyman, the question is not really a secret you tell them. It's a confession. It's different, but it's the same. These people are accustomed. I assure you that your clergyman, when you're telling him your stories of your family, whatever problem you have, the people they are sleepwalk. They have already a set of answers to your questions. Clergymen have even a very clear formula what to do. You are a Catholic, raised Catholic, so you know. In the case of rabbis, people don't go so much to rabbis, but the same. So this is what we thought we say. But unless there is a profession behind it, telling both sides are awake, and that's good. Not because they're awake, they are awoken for something good. Tell me your opinion, Florencio, on all this. Share with us.
I'm not a lawyer or a psychiatrist.
Don't keep it a secret.
I'm not a clergyman. That's no secret. So I understand what you mean when you say that we are awoken when someone is going to tell us a secret, or when we get wind of a secret. And I agree, exceptionally, this is not a bad awakening. This is not usually a sad moment when we awake for the reveal of a secret. But maybe there's a distinction to be made there. You kind of hinted at it while you were introducing the subject, between those secrets that could have actionable information for me. And in those cases, I guess the answer is very simple. If you reveal to me the secret that a soccer match has been fixed and you already know who is going to win, well, of course, I'll wake up, and of course, I'll wake up merrily, because now I have the advantage of knowing who to bet for. But there's a more interesting side from a philosophical point of view to me, which is those secrets that you reveal to me and have no practical consequence whatsoever, and still I'll enjoy it, and still they will pick my attention. Even if there's not something I can do with them, I will be interested, and I think most people will also.
Well, I would say that the lower, and I have decided really unilaterally, the lower part of it is gossip. Yes?
Yeah.
In gossip, there is nothing actionable about gossip. Yes, I tell you that our neighbor, he's overeating at night, in the middle of the night, and he goes eating, or whatever thing that can happen to a neighbor, and you will be interested, and it's not actionable. There's nothing to do about it. But there is actionable, as you say, there are actionable. If I tell you that your partner is stealing from you, then it's actionable. Then it's still a secret. It's actionable. If I tell you that the person you're married to is being unfaithful, then it's actionable. Here it's again, look, this is not that simple when it's actionable. There is another thing. There is actionable for me. I tell you a secret, so you will do something for me.
No.
For example, not just in exchange to the secret. I will come to you and say, listen, it's a secret, but I need your help because I don't trust anybody else to do it with me. I don't trust them to keep it a secret. So here I am giving you a compliment. I am giving you some interest. I woken up for something interesting, but
it comes with a price.
It comes with a price. With a price. So this is what we do about when it has consequential secrets. Now I think that it's important to show what type of secrets, what do they contain? Yes, they could contain if it's your own secret. But again, here there's a big difference. Am I telling about myself? Am I telling about somebody else? Am I telling a secret somebody else told me? It's different situations. In my case, it could be a secret of a fear, something I fear. Here, this has to do with suffering. Yes. So I tell you, I share with you that I fear flying on an airplane or chewing gum on Tuesdays. It doesn't matter what. Yes. I would fear. Again, if we chewing gum on Tuesdays, that would be a letdown for you. It's not interesting. There is nothing special about it. Yes? Again, we exchange secrets in a way that it looks like I am giving you, I am telling you a secret because I want to tell you, and you're helping me by letting me unload and unloading my secret onto you. Yes. Well, in the meantime, I am getting your confidence from me that I am telling you a secret. There is an exchange. There is all.
I was thinking exactly that. It's through these exchanges that we build confidence, that we create intimacy with one another. And I think there's almost no other way. It's by sharing secrets that we, to the exclusion of others, of course. If we share the same secret with everyone else, this doesn't work. But that's how we bond. That's how we become closer and closer.
That is exactly that. There is. Because why? If I reveal your secrets and you reveal to me secrets, we both depend on each other. And our bond becomes, as you say, stronger. There is a feeling when you're telling a secret, sometimes out of guilt. You may be telling a secret because you can't, you say, there is a burden in a secret. There is a burden, as I say, unloading from here to you. Mostly, now you have a secret and you cannot tell it. And not only you cannot tell it intentionally, which is not much easier, unintentionally. So now you have to be careful what you say about the issue at hand without telling a secret. Maybe you should stop talking. It's a burden. It's not just a simple thing. Of course, for some people, it's no burden because they tell everything that they hear. Those people, of course, get less from others. But again, if I sit with you in a coffee in a coffee shop, we haven't seen for months. Yes, we may talk about politics or economy or the pandemic or Russia or whoever, whatever. But at some point, we have to be intimate. If we are not intimate, we're not friends. We're just acquaintances, which is fine. In your ego sphere, you're very quite away from the ego. Yes. But if it's you would say I am intimate with that person. He is my close friend. The word close friend means only one thing. Only one, that he or she have secrets that you have bestowed on them, and they have done the same. And this is very important. If you tell secrets and the other person never tells you a secret, unless he's a professional, a psychologist or whatever, the relationship goes nowhere. So it's the kind of a glue, yes, an elastic glue that allows us to keep on. And again, remember, we have in the ergosphere, we have 20 people, 30 people, no more. We can't hold them in our head. So these people have to be, it will be with them. You can always reveal a secret to somebody standing by you on the subway, waiting for the subway. You can do that. Some people do that. But that's not a secret. And the person is not relevant. Not about those secrets that we're talking about. One thing more. Yes, please go ahead.
No, we are close to our usual time limit, and you just mentioned how secrets lose their value when these special kind of people sort of share them with everyone else. And that took me back to our video twice removed in the past, which is the video about inflation. This is the same structure, right? Something is out there, like the currency we keep printing, and of course, at some point, it has no value at all. If a secret is told 1,000 times, it's devaluated, exactly.
Again, the quality of a secret and the importance of a secret has to do with the consequences the revelation would cause. Okay, if the secret is from the secret base of the CIA, or where a spy with the CIA is now in Hungary, that is a big secret. That's going to make people die, maybe, and so forth. In general, You don't get this kind of information. In general, has to do with something far more mundane. And then there is quantity, not only quality of secrets. Yeah. And of course, a secret may have sequels. So now this is the secret, and then you remember I told you about this guy? Well, now, or do you remember, or your cousin? You know, our cousin. Whatever it is you wanted to tell, it has to be done. It will have a revelation, and I think I know we are at the end of the video, but it's important to understand that secrets is part of the way we hide things. Hiding is a much bigger issue. I'll give you an example. When I go out dressed in the street, I am hiding my body, but it's not a secret.
No secret there.
Not secret.
we know what's under there.
The issue is the secrets has its own mechanics. It's you could almost be able maybe to even represent it in a mathematical formula. It has its own mechanics, and it's what makes people wake up for good things. What bonds people. It's a very, very useful and again, remember, gossip is a
secret. Amazing. So we'll go back to hiding, not us hiding, but as a subject for analysis.
We'll go. I'm sure that will be very interesting. Why do we hide ourselves behind clothes and things like that? And that's for another video.
Amazing. Secrets are covered and are safe. Thank you very much.
Just one thing. Please don't keep this video in secret. You can forward it to others.
This is not a secret. See you next time.
If you enjoyed the video, please like it, comment and subscribe.